Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting Radio, EB Radio. EB Radio. Your station for empowerment presents Mom Boss Talk Radio, a show that brings real life, real moms, and real experiences to empower mom bosses everywhere to be ambitious, highly driven, fierce, fabulous, and fearless. Mom Boss Talk Radio begins now.
Welcome, mom bosses all over the world. It's another amazing Thursday. And today's going to be a little different. I'm one of your hosts, Manietta Jarisha. She'll be joining us in future episodes. But I always talk about mental health, right? I am a mental health advocate. I think it's very important that you put yourself in a space of peace. And today I'm checking in with who? With you. Like, seriously, how are you feeling today? Really, how are you feeling today? Your physical, your mental, your emotional state. How are you feeling? What's taking up most of your headspace right now? With the craziness that's going on in the world, our minds can be clouded. We could be lost in this storm of thought. And a lot of times, as individuals, we don't have anyone to really turn to, right? Are we asking ourselves the right questions in order to get ourselves into a better state of mind? And I say that because, therapy is very expensive, especially with the economy being the way it is and inflation and all the things. Therapy can be very expensive. And then also, too, you don't want to always burden, or don't always want to feel like you're burdening your family and friends with what you're feeling. But I want you to know that your feelings are valid, right? Your feelings are beyond valid. You need to have those discussions with yourself. What did you do today that made you feel good? What did you do today, yesterday, this week? What have you done today to make you feel good about yourself? Let's really think and dive into that. We talk about self-care, self-love, but do we put our actions behind our words? That's what we need to start doing, even if it's just a little something for yourself. Have you been sleeping? You're probably thinking, girl, you are going so deep into this. Like, what does that have to do with anything? You don't want to be sleep deprived. Okay? Believe me, I am, the experiences I have experienced, and some till this day. Lack of sleep, you're running on E, and being a mom, entrepreneur, you're trying to do all these things, literally running on E. What happens when your car goes on E? It stops. We need to really look at our bodies as a vehicle. Make sure you're fueled. Make sure that you are getting the proper amount of sleep. And if you're not, girl, it's okay. Take that nap. If you got to put on a TV show, a movie, you take a nap on the couch while the kids is watching a movie. You have to make sure, you have to finesse it, okay, to make sure that you get the proper rest. And that also takes me to the next question. What was your last full meal? Have you been drinking enough water? A lot of times we just grab and go. It's easy to go get that fast food. It's easy just to grab something to pop in the microwave. But are we really fueling our bodies with the nutrients that it needs? Let's be honest. We not. I know I'm not all the time. In my head, I say I'm going to do it. But I'm like, my time. But guess what? I want to be able to extend my time in life, right? So that's my question. Like, what have you been eating? Are you drinking enough water? We have to really take those things into account, right? What have you been doing to exercise? And I'm not talking about going to the gym lifting weights. Okay? I'm not talking about that. Even if it's just a yoga, even if it's just, just the small things. It doesn't necessarily have to be going to the gym. It could be home workouts, stretching, just stretching, getting our bodies, moving and getting that blood flowing. Have you been doing exercises? Have you been doing anything physical other than running around? Doing the things that you need to do with kids and business. Yeah, that's great and all, but you still need to take care of the body. What's something you can do today that will be good for you? Like, have you really thought about it? Because I can say for me, I have definitely lost myself over the years. I lost myself in being a wife. I lost myself in being a mother, to the point where I had no idea who I was. I felt like just a robot on repeat. Okay, I had the things that I needed to do. But now, this person here will never. Oh no, I am being 200% selfish with love. And now I'm finding out things about myself that I would never think, because I've neglected my mental. I neglected my hobbies. I neglected everything just to, take care of everything and everyone. So thinking about what would be good for you is very important. For instance, guess what? Your sis is about to make an appointment, okay, to get a nice facial, a nice, massage. I'm gonna spend hours in there, and I don't care how much it costs, because I know I enjoy facials. I love a good facial, steaming and all that. Oh, love it. So comfortable, relaxing for me. But if you can't get to no place, what's good for you at home? I like face masks too. I got a whole bunch of face masks, feet masks, hand masks. If I gotta, turn my own little house into a mini spa, I'm gonna do that. Even if get the kids involved, get them their own little gloves, their own, and say, okay, we're having a spa day. Make it a little game. We gotta be quiet. We gotta relax. Okay, put some cucumbers on their eyes. They probably be falling asleep, and you get to pamper yourself. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that in particular, but guess what? Whatever it is, even if it's a good book, what is good for you? What's something you're looking forward to in the next few days? Have you thought about that? Do you have anything coming up in the next couple days? Do you have any plans for yourself, with your friends, with your family, with your kids? What's something that's coming up? Even if it's nothing, that's something. Okay, look, I don't have nothing planned. I'm just gonna be in here in my recliner, and that's my plan. You have a play you're gonna go see, you have a movie you want to go see. What's something that you're looking forward to? See, I think this is a good time to really pause, to really stop what you're doing, and ask yourself these type of questions. Get more in tune with yourself, right? Also, what's something we can do together this week, even if we're apart? See, that's a good thing. That's another good question, right? Figure out something that you can do together with a loved one, spouse, kid, like anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Even if it's with yourself. Even if it was yourself. Long distance movie nights. I've seen a lot of people, have movie and date nights. I saw this cute little couple and they were long distance. And, of course, when you scroll through social media and they shared their experience, and she went to a restaurant, he went to a restaurant. They both took their phones, they set it up, they ordered their meal. He paid for her meal, even though he was long distance. And they sat and had a beautiful conversation. They got to spend time together, even though it was not in the same room physically. They got to spend time together. And I'm like, that's beautiful, right? They took time. They got dressed up. Like, what can you do with someone? Even if you're apart, a good phone call, not with the gossip, but more so, catching up or not. It's all up to you of what makes you feel good inside. And what are you grateful for right now? The thing, or what are not only grateful for, but what have you accomplished that you feel so proud of, that you feel is a complete win for you? Remember, we've always said you have to look at anything that you finished as an accomplishment, big or small. It doesn't matter. What are you grateful for? I think us sitting down and actually, thinking of the questions and really prioritizing ourselves and our mental health is beyond important. And I also employ you to, do some pep talks for yourselves, which is also affirmations. Affirm, build up your confidence throughout the day. Ask yourself these questions. What brings you joy? What brings you joy? I think we all have to figure that out at some point in our lives, especially now. It's getting harder, and be honest, it's getting harder and harder to go outside. I'm not even gonna lie. It's getting harder and harder to even open the door to go outside. But there are spaces still that are safe and clean, and even if it's just going to a park and sitting on a bench, or even if it's going in your backyard, like, it doesn't matter. Sitting on your porch. Now, one thing of mine that brings me joy, and let me know if you agree, okay? The thing that brings me peace, joy, is thunderstorms and rain. I will sit on my porch, watch the clouds go dark. I love to hear the wind. I love to hear the rain patter on the roofs. I love seeing the lights in the sky with the lightning. And yes, people, oh, that's crazy. No, a lot of people love to hear, listen to sounds and stuff at night. It helps them and calm them, but I love it. I'm at peace. I'm not on my phone. I enjoy it. And this is coming from your girl who has major allergies. Okay? I be popping bennies like Tic Tacs. But when I say the weight of the world just slides off in that moment, I feel like I'm a feather, and I feel like Mother Nature is literally speaking to my heart. That brings me so much joy. It definitely brings me beyond joy. It is therapeutic. It is calming. No one bothers me. I'm like, man, if it can rain every day, I would love it. I look at the weather to see when it's going to rain. And this is more of a recent thing as far as like me watching the weather to see when it rains. Usually when it rains, I'm out there. Okay. But now I want to see when it's going to happen because I need to be where it's at. Because I know it helps me and my nerves. Right. And this is another one. What do you need at this very moment? What do you need right now? And once you figure out what you need, go get it. Go get it. Now, if you feel like you need a hug and you don't have anyone to hug yourself. You're doing amazing. You're doing spectacular. You're a wonderful individual. If you need even if it's just food, girl, you better order that meal. Order it. What do you need right now? Even if it's just a song, you like, I just need a message. I just need a song. Look for a song that will speak to you. I just wanted to check in. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope that you continuously check on your mental health. And if you feel like you need to talk to someone, make sure you look at your resources for wherever you're at and get the extra help that you need, because our mental health is very important. And I wanted to kind of just check in and, you are amazing. And as listeners to this podcast, I would like to say I greatly appreciate you supporting and being a part of this amazing journey, which will continue. We are, in the process of doing great things. And I'm very, very happy. And I'm very happy that you tuned in. And just know you are ambitious, highly driven, fierce, fabulous, and fearless. You are making moves. You got this.
Thank you for joining us on Mom Boss Talk Radio. Follow each of the Mom Bosses on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you love Mom Boss Radio, visit the website at www.envisionedbroadcasting.com. We'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give a review on iTunes. Until next time.